Welcome back to another episode of Sitar Gurukul. In today's lesson, we are going to learn our first 16 beat taan. Yes, we have already done 10 8-beat taans. Today, we are going to learn our first 16 beat taan. So, we have been we are starting the composition that we have learned from the first beat, also known as sum. It's teen tal, so it has 16 beats. It's a cycle of 16 beat. So in order for us to return to sum after the 8-beat taan, we always started the taans from the 9th beat, because that way we have 8 more beats left. In today's exercise, the taan I'm going to show you, it's going to take some time before you can play it with the tabla, but I'm going to tell you anyways, and on the next episode I'm going to show you how to play it with the tabla. So let me tell you what the taan is. It's a very famous taan. I have heard legends play this taan, and I have heard variations of different versions of this specific taan in different rags. It's also a very important practice. It's going to take care of a lot of problems. If you practice this taan and this taan alone, you won't have to practice a lot of other stuff to keep your hands running. So I'm going to show it to you really slow. It has 4 parts. The first part is ni de gama pa ma ga re. So but we are going to be taking this with mead. So you probably notice that I have curved this specific gama pama gare in a lot of places. You don't need to do that. You can play it very straight, but eventually you will have to curve it up, and it has a few simple yet complex movement that I will discuss on a later date. So ni re gama pama gare. Practice once with the fret, once on mead, but this is, since this is the first of its kind that I'm teaching you, so you're going to notice that there are some issues that have started to appear, especially during this, because your hand will probably need a new improved hand position because of the distance of the frets here, and you're going to notice that on the lines, when you're taking means from such distance, your middle finger's right portion is going to be used more, and your index finger's left corner is going to be used more. So you're going to have a slight curve on both of your finger lines, and that's completely normal. So for the next part, we are going to play gama dhani sani dhapa. So the first part we played ni re gama pa ma ga re. The second part we played gama dhani sani dhapa. So that's the second part. Then the last part is also ni re gama pa ma ga re on the highest octave. So and then eventually sani dhapa ma ga re. So one more time. I'm going to play it the entire taan a few times just for you to understand. So about the fingering, I do ni re gama pa ma ga re, the ni and the re by sliding the index, and then eventually taking the mead with the middle finger and then gama dhani sani dhapa, the same, ni re gama pa ma ga re, absolutely the same. But when I return, there are a couple of ways you can do this, but I would recommend that you do it, and then you bring your index to knee, and while that happens, you're going to get your middle finger to be ready on sa, because you already know how to play the sani dhapa magare, so it's going to be an easier practice, and it creates less drag. So this taan we are going to practice, and the best way for you to practice this is if you divide all the four parts into if you play all the four parts separately. So for example, you can play 20 of these and then switch and play 20 of that, and then come here and play 20 of this, and then sani dhapa magaresa 20 times. It's going to also, if you play sani dhapa magaresa 20 times like this, it's also going to take care of a certain shoot practice. So this is it. I'm going to show you how to apply gamaks in this, because all this you see here, all these notes are not very easy to find and to be on perfect tune. So you practice that first, and it's going to take some time, maybe months, but you keep practicing that. Start at, for example, 60 bpm on your metronome or your tabla machine, and then gradually move up. And later, when you think that it's getting easier, since this taan is a bit difficult, and it's one of those things that you're going to practice for the rest of your life, why you're going to find out just a few days after you start practicing this taan. I'll show you how to use gamaks and how to place them inside the composition. So that's it for today. Now the next class we're going to discuss something even more interesting, even more fun. Till then, take care. Bye bye.